The following contest is a tag match. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the debut episode of UCW-Zero.
And this our main event of the evening, as stated, a tag match. And here is the first competitor in the tag match. You've seen him on WWE Tough Enough. This is Martin Casaus.
Martin Casaus, of course, his time in WWE, specifically on Tough Enough, was cut short because of a freak ankle injury that had him sidelined for many months. And it was definitely not a pretty thing, but Martin is back to wrestling. He's 100%. And he's put on a little bit of weight since his Tough Enough, good weight, muscle weight.
Yeah, known nationally from his WWE Tough Enough stint. But in Utah, he's been competing and been a successful competitor, winning numerous titles over the last 9 to 10 years.
Former UCW-Zero champion. Speaking of UCW-Zero champions, a former one as well here in Derrick Janetti.
Yeah, Derrick Janetti, a recent UCW-Zero champion. In fact, on June 30th was, as some would say, the belt was stolen from him in a 2 out of 3 falls match against Tyler Cintron.
Very competitive match between Derrick Janetti and Tyler Cintron. I actually once tweeted that it deserved a government grant. That's how good Derrick Janetti and Tyler Cintron are together in the ring.
Well, it went down to the line, 2 competitors giving their all. But in the end, Tyler Cintron siding with Stevie Slick, and in doing so, stealing the UCW-Zero championship from Derrick Janetti.
Of course, UCW-Zero C.E.O. Stevie Slick is the one that we're referring to. It wouldn't be the first time that Tyler Cintron has worked with him, actually. Cintron made his debut with Stevie Slick. And as we see here,
and there he is, the UCW-Zero champion, being backed by Guerrero Azteca, one half of the tag team champions, and the aforementioned Stevie Slick. And as you can tell, Tyler Cintron quite full of himself.
Well, I would say that, some people would say, glass half empty, glass half full. I would say that Tyler Cintron is a glass and a half full.
Yeah, he's definitely never been accused of being a humble competitor.
Definitely not, but at the same time, Tyler Cintron is not only able to talk the talk, he's also able to walk the walk. Or, as Cintron does it, wiggle the wiggle is what he kind of does.
And as you can see, the UCW-Zero fans not taking kindly to the antics of Tyler Cintron, or, for that matter, Guerrero Azteca.
Of course, Guerrero Azteca as well, a former UCW-Zero champion. This match, it's more than just a tag match. It's a tag match with 4 of the best competitors that we've ever seen in UCW-Zero.
Well, it's a tag match with 4 champions, as well as a grunge match when you think of that Derrick Janetti obviously has unsettled business with Tyler Cintron. But Guerrero Azteca and Martin Casaus have not been on the friendliest terms in the past either.
No, definitely not. These are 2 competitors that will go head-to-head, and there might even be some blood exchange as well.
And the fans showing their lack of appreciation for the UCW-Zero champion. If you can't hear what they're saying Cintron sucks.
And the reason why they say that is because they don't see him as a wrestler. They see Tyler Cintron as just a personality. They see him as someone who's just so obsessed with himself. If he took it down just a notch, I know that he would have fans cheering his name, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
I'm kind of amazed that Stevie Slick is able to fit into that t-shirt. That looks like a youth medium. Derrick Janetti looks like he wants Tyler Cintron in the ring. We talked about unfinished business, and he wants to. Tyler Cintron will not oblige. Looks like he tags in Guerrero Azteca. Maybe a little hesitant to get in with the fiery Derrick Janetti at this point in the matchup.
And you know what? That's smart. Tyler Cintron isn't really necessarily wanting to risk an injury, and Derrick Janetti has a lot of built-up aggression that I'm sure he would love to take out on the UCW-Zero champion.
You could say Cintron's wise beyond his years and wise above his experience here. He's going to wait for Derrick Janetti and A few feint elbows by Guerrero Azteca. Takes the hammerlock. And this is that technical ability that we see from Derrick Jannetty. Flying snapmare and an arm drag. Make it two, and Janetti using his agility to take down the bigger Guerrero Azteca.
Nobody home for Guerrero Azteca to tag in, and Derrick Janetti is going to take advantage.
Snags a side headlock. He's on the move. And if you couldn't see that, on the far right side of your screen, Cintron tripping up Derrick Janetti, and it looks like he fell right on his face.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it hurt. Tyler Cintron, any way to win a match. It doesn't matter if he's defending the championship or not. Any way that he can win a match and take his title and go home, he's satisfied with.
Well, in wrestling, you don't get points for good sportsmanship, and Tyler Cintron realizes that. Martin Casaus, a fair catch on Janetti.
Okay, speaking about good sportsmanship, tag team partner Martin Casaus in there to help out Derrick Janetti. And look at that, a double team on both Tyler Cintron and Guerrero Azteca. Beautiful elbow.
Looks like Martin Casaus and Derrick Janetti, longtime competitors, longtime friends, and they're definitely on the same page, forming a very competent tag team in the early going of this matchup.
And that's the thing, when you have two guys who can not only work well together as a tag team, but in the past have been known to have some of the greatest matches together, it makes a beautiful combination. It doesn't matter if it's here inside the ring or outside the ring. This is just beautiful wrestling at its finest.
Well, they're two of the long-term UCW-Zero wrestlers, been there for 8, 9, 10 years, where they've been consistent, and they've been what the fans have been looking for those almost a decade of competition here in UCW-Zero.
You talk about that experience. In fact, if you take the experience in the ring altogether, you're looking at about over 30 years of experience in this ring right now. You add Stevie to that equation, that's like 70 years of experience.
Yeah, we talked about Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus being on the same page. That can't be said for Guerrero Azteca and Tyler Cintron at this juncture of the matchup.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. There isn't some chemistry there. It's mostly ego. But you know what? Guerrero Azteca, if he's gonna chant to the crowd, Martin Casaus is gonna take advantage.
And look at the agility of Martin Casaus. He's a 250-pounder, but he's not a 250-pounder with no athleticism. As you can see with that drop kick, sky high, catching Guerrero Azteca in his very prominent nose.
Definitely, these are not lightweights in any sense. That is a lot of man getting thrown to the ground right there. Over 250 pounds, as you were saying, Jeff.
And Guerrero Azteca wants a timeout, but if you don't know the rules, there is no timeouts in professional wrestling.
Absolutely not. If the referee does a count out for over 10 seconds, once you reach that 10 seconds, you're done. The match is over.
And Tyler Cintron like a pinball. Chest-splitting chops from Derrick Janetti. He's known for that.
Man, they just got their batting practice in on Tyler Cintron.
Oh, a hip toss into a power slam, and he follows it up with a leg drop. Could have this. Cintron kicks out at 1. His first time in the matchup. Derrick Janetti showing a lot of aggressiveness. We said he has unfinished business with Tyler Cintron. He wants his UCW-Zero title back. There is no doubt about it.
I remember I was talking to Derrick Janetti when he first won the belt. He told her that he was going to take it home, he was going to show it off to his mom, and it was going to be the centerpiece at dinner that night. And he'd love to have that back.
Tyler Cintron saw the advantage, and he said he's wise beyond his years. Uses that advantage to score with the German suplex. Body slam followed by a fist drop right in between the eyes. That could be it. Derrick Janetti kicks out at 1. What inverted atomic drop.
Beautiful counter into the tag. Martin Casaus now, who has had a lot of great battles against Cintron as well.
Follows it up with a nice jumping neck breaker. Martin Casaus has Tyler Cintron on his back right now. Follows it up with a snapmare and a kick right to the chest.
Pinfall here, only a 2 count for Casaus.
Derrick Janetti and Martin Casaus, very impressive as a tag team in this early going of this matchup.
Well, Jeff, you've been watching wrestling forever. When you have two competitors who have such great chemistry together, great things can happen as Casaus kicks out of a 2 count there.
Well, what we're seeing from Tyler Cintron and Guerrero Azteca is that they're not afraid to bend the rules to gain the advantage, as we saw there again. Well-placed knees by Guerrero Azteca, followed up with a spine buster from Tyler Cintron.
Guerrero Azteca with that brutal strength of his. I don't know if you've ever seen his hands up close and personal, Jeff, but he pretty much, oh my gosh, as Casaus takes a nice one there. Guerrero Azteca pretty much has 2 frying pans for hands.
Well, if you look at Guerrero Azteca, what's very interesting about him is just how long the guy is. I mean, his appendage is extremely lengthy, and he's able to use that, especially in a tag match, to restrict his opponent from getting to his corner.
As Guerrero Azteca taking Martin Casaus up top here.
Looks like he counters it in a double leg takedown. Could he be going for a slingshot into the corner? He does. Oh, and Casaus meeting the turnbuckle. And Azteca follows it up with ease. Big power slam.
Going for the cover here. 1, 2, and Derrick Janetti in to break it up, saving the match.
Yeah, Derrick Janetti seeing that Martin Casaus is in a bad way right now, making the save with a well-placed kick to the head of Guerrero Azteca.
Guerrero Azteca, of course, one half of the tag team champions here in UCW-Zero. The other half being UCW-Zero C.E.O. Stevie Slick.
Very interesting that you note that. Those guys have not defended their titles in quite some time.
You know, I think one of them has some pull with the front office.
Guess that's what you get for being the boss. Martin Casaus follows it up with a jawbreaker.
Almost!
Stretches out, almost got the tag.
Oh, man.
Azteca puts him back down. Casaus on the run, ducks the clothesline. Oh, and a big double clothesline. Turning point coming up in the matchup. Both competitors down. Who's going to make the tag and seize the momentum in this great tag team match?
Derrick Janetti, of course, trying to rally the crowd behind Martin Casaus. The crowd chanting his name. Hopefully they can get the tag and take advantage.
Both competitors crawling towards their corner, and the tag is made. Janetti ducks the clothesline. Big cross body.
Beautiful move off the second rope. 1, 2, only a 2 count, but Derrick Janetti back up on his feet. He'll take advantage of that situation.
Flying forearm. Looks like it's stunned Tyler Cintron. And he's got him on the run into the corner. Big back body drop.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if Cintron was ready for Derrick Janetti right there.
Janetti, oh look at that. Slides under the legs. And Guerrero Azteca sent straight into the ring apron. Little poke to the eyes. Kick to the stomach, and Derrick Janetti has got Tyler Cintron exactly where he wants him. Flipping neck breaker.
Beautiful execution there from Janetti, who's going, thought he was going to get the 3 there, only gets a 2.
And he makes the signal. He's going to put Tyler Cintron away.
Derrick Janetti claiming that this is the end. It's over. It's another chapter in the book, and Tyler Cintron is going to counter.
Slips out, Azteca in, and so is Casaus. Casaus hooks him. Oh! Twisting, double underhook DDT, scores on
Derrick's got to
Azteca.
turn around. Derrick's got to turn around.
The belt shot from Tyler Cintron, and look at that. Slides the belt under the ring. He is legal. And
Trades didn't see it. Trades didn't see Tyler Cintron's blatant use of the UCW-Zero title, but nonetheless, Cintron and Guerrero Azteca picking up the victory here.
Yeah, we mentioned it. These guys not afraid to cut corners and to seize opportunity, and that's exactly what Tyler Cintron did in the latter stages of that matchup. Saw a prone Derrick Janetti, turned around with his back to Cintron. Cintron hits him with the belt right to the back of the head, gets the 3 count.
It's just one of those things. A match can end that quickly. One move can finish it all. It doesn't matter if it's a strike, it doesn't matter if it's a suplex, a grapple, or in this case, a weapon. As Tyler Cintron, you see there, leaving with his title in hand and his hand held high.
Very proud of himself for his underhanded tactics. And like we said, you don't win points for sportsmanship in professional wrestling. Let's hear what Derrick Janetti has to say.
Obviously, you think you're pretty intelligent, right? Excuse me, I don't think you're intelligent. I think you're a cheater and a coward.
Cintron seems to disagree.
No one likes being called a coward.
You agree with me? Why don't you prove me wrong? Here it is, Cintron. July 28th, the Rocky Mountain Rumble.
the challenge has been made. Let's see what Cintron has to say.
We don't do those kinds of crap matches. Garbage matches. Garbage.
I'll accept your challenge under one condition. After I beat you, you don't get a shot at the UCW championship as long as I'm champion.
Wow.
Let me think about this for 1 second. You're wrong!
And Derrick Janetti, putting his money where his mouth is, accepts Tyler Cintron's condition. And it looks like at the Rocky Mountain Rumble, the rematch, Derrick Janetti and Tyler Cintron. As stated, no disqualification, false count anywhere. That's going to be a barn burner.
But the other stipulation, if Derrick Janetti doesn't win, he doesn't get a shot at the UCW-Zero title as long as Tyler Cintron is the champion. He's putting more on the line than Cintron ever will.
Well, as the expression says, no guts, no glory. Obviously, Derrick Janetti believes in that expression, and he's going to put his guts and his glory on the line against Tyler Cintron at the Rocky Mountain Rumble.
And hopefully you'll join us next week.